If you've been using the events calendar and are thinking of switching over to EventKoi, you've probably got one important question on your mind. Can I import my events? Good news, the answer is yes. In this video, I'll walk you through importing 2 sample events from an imaginary yoga studio. The first event is a recurring series of events which are yoga classes happening every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The second event is a 3-day full-day yoga conference. And at the end of the video, you'll see side-by-side comparisons of both the events calendar and EventKoi. Let's get started. Here we are in the WordPress admin. Since we are demoing the EventKoi importer, we need EventKoi, the events calendar, and the Events Calendar Pro plugins to be active. If we head into Events and Settings, and then to the Import tab, you'll see that there are 2 events available to be imported. But before we import them, let's go into the Events Calendar to see what's inside these 2 events. The first event is a Vinyasa Flow class, and the second is a yoga conference. Let's look at the Vinyasa Flow class first. Inside the Vinyasa Flow class, we've got the name, the description, and this is a recurring event that happens weekly, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The location is the yoga studio, and you'll see that we have an event category yoga classes set up, as well as a featured image. Now let's see what that looks like on the front end. So this is what it looks like in the events calendar. And as you can see, we've got all our recurring events showing up as well. Now let's go back and look at what the yoga conference looks like. Inside the yoga conference, we've got the name, the description, and this time, instead of a recurring event, we've got an all-day event that lasts for 1, 2, 3 days. We've got the location as well. And instead of the yoga classes event category, we've got the conferences category. We've got the featured image, and this time we've got an additional event field called WhatsApp group. I just have a generic link here right now, but that's to indicate the WhatsApp group. And if we scroll all the way up, we can see what this event looks like. So here we've got the yoga conference going from July 17 to 19. The event details, as well as the WhatsApp group over here. Now let's see what the event looks like in the calendar. So here we've got our yoga conference and our weekly Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes. So now let's head back to Events, Settings, Import, and import our 2 events. Great, our 2 events got imported. Let's view them. So you can see our 2 events were imported. Now let's go in and see if they were done correctly. We've got the name over here, and it's set up as a recurring event happening every week on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, which is exactly how it was set up in the events calendar. We've got our yoga studio location. We've got our image, as well as our event description. Fantastic. Now let's save it and preview how it looks. So this is our Vinyasa classes. We can see the name, when it runs for, and all of our classes. So let's click one of them. And this is our class. So this is happening on July 24th with the location, map, description. Now let's head back to events and check out the other event, the yoga conference. As you can see, we've got the name, and we set up as a standard event that runs from July 17th to July 19th all day. So that got imported correctly. We've got our location details, as well as our featured image and event description. And if we scroll down, the final thing we want to look at is the custom fields. So over here, we've got the imported fields, which is the WhatsApp group with our WhatsApp group link. So now let's save and preview how it looks like on the front end. So here's our yoga conference with the featured image, description, and the custom field WhatsApp group over here. And in case you're wondering, you can edit all of your custom fields by going to Settings and Custom Fields to see all the custom fields over here, as well as the field groups over here. So let's look at the two calendars side by side. On the left, we've got the events calendar. This is the month view. We've got the yoga conference and the Vinyasa flow classes happening every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On the right, we've got EventKoi. We've got the yoga conference and the Vinyasa flow classes happening every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If we go into the Vinyasa flow classes, we can see all of the classes in the recurring event. So here's the events calendar with all of the available classes. And on your right is EventKoi with all the classes as well. And if we look at the individual event page, we've got the events calendar on the left with the name, the timing, the featured image, description, and event details below. And on the right, we've got EventKoi with the name, featured image, description, with the key event details on the right-hand side. And finally, the yoga conference. So same thing, we've got the name, the timing and date, featured image, description, and details here. And on the right, we've got EventKoi with the name, featured image, description, the WhatsApp group over here, as well as the key event details on the right. And that's it. You've just learned how easy it is to import events from the events calendar into EventKoi. Now, we know that importing events can be tricky, especially if you've added tons of customizations over the years. So if you've tried importing events and run into any difficulties, please don't hesitate to reach out and get help. See you in the next video.